Time now to talk to a fantastic author. He's written a brand new book called Happiness Anywhere, Anytime. His name is Bruce Wells. He's in Melbourne, I believe. And hello, are you there, Bruce?
Greetings from Melbourne. The weather here is stunning.
But tell me about your brand new book called Anywhere, Anytime.
Well, thanks, Fred. It started off, to be honest, as a bit of self-therapy. I was going through the old traditional midlife happiness blues, and I've been spending a number of years living overseas, and I just wasn't as fulfilled or contented as I felt I should be. And so I sat down and, using my psychology background and my life experiences, I came up with 33 secrets of happiness, which I present in my book under the 4 Steps of Happiness program.
Now, look at your book, and the cover says, Happiness Secrets Revealed by Missing Socks, My Dog, and a Hitman. What's that all about?
Yeah, great question. I used to be a past academic in a previous life, and it was really important to me, Fred, to come out with a book that everyday people could relate to, they could find practical, and they could implement in their life straight away. So those things that you mentioned then, for instance, some of the stories about my secrets of happiness are to do with the old missing socks from the wretched washing machine, spring cleaning emotional cupboards, trash and treasure markets. There's about a hitman, Melbourne Cup horse race. So they're about everyday issues that people can relate to. The idea being that if we work on happiness every day and make it a habit, we can take responsibility and control of our own happiness and be happier.
I have to ask you, Bruce, I tend to travel a bit once or twice a year, and I'm always happy when I'm on that plane. I don't get happy. I hate the airport. As soon as I get on the plane, I'm incredibly happy. As soon as I get to my destination, I'm very happy. As soon as I'm at the airport to come home, I get depressed, I get sad. As soon as I get back to Perth, I'm incredibly sad and depressed. Why does that happen to all of us?
Look, it's interesting, isn't it?
It is.
I used to work in Cairns as a tour guide, and for the 3 years I was working up there, I would be dealing with passengers who were from Germany and Sweden and countries all around the world. And what amazed me, that all of these people were happy when they were on holiday. And that made me realise that only happy people travel overseas.
So what's the secret?
That's actually a joke, by the way.
I got it. I'm always happy when I'm overseas as well. But the whole thing is it something in our mind? Is it our mind that triggers this negativity, this depression? And can we overcome it?
Yeah, it is. Look, that's great. To cut to the chase, it's something we call in psychology a positivity and negativity bias. When we're on holiday, we're anticipating having a great time, so all of a sudden we flick a switch in our brain and we go to positivity bias. Everything that happens, we don't let it worry us. We have a better perspective in our life. We're more resilient. We go out of our way to talk to people. We help strangers. We do all these wonderful things that we know make us happier. And then as soon as we come back from our holiday, we switch on, we're not aware of it, we switch on this negative bias switch. And all of a sudden we go back into our previous habits where we get lost in the day-to-day routine of everyday life. We don't need to do this. What we need to do is transfer those happy attitudes of resilience, of talking to strangers, of being grateful, the beautiful little things that happen every day. We need to transfer those into our everyday life when we get back from holiday. And we can do this. And in my book, I tell people how to do this.
So I was going to ask you, by buying the book and reading the book, how this will help us? Because I noticed on the back it says it will help us live a happier life, be more positive, be less stressed, live more a passionate life, and enjoy more meaningful relationships with other people. So by reading the book, are you targeting people that have got these problems where they're not happy, and life in society has become a lot tougher, a lot more negative, a lot more stressful?
Yeah, good. The book isn't particularly targeted at people who are unhappy. Again, we've got a saying that we tend to be as happy as we want to be. But again, that's because we let prevailing attitudes and expectations of society change our attitudes, but we don't need to. By taking control of our attitudes, by taking responsibility for our everyday actions and behaviours, it's amazing. And by putting all these new practices into daily habits, we can change and just be happier. So this is really aimed to everybody. I mean, I put into practice every day the things in my book, and as a result, I'm more grateful, and it's wonderful. I'm designing the life that I want to be happier.
Sounds fantastic. Now, Bruce, where can we get the book from?
Okay, you can get the book from, probably the easiest thing is either to go to Amazon, Fred, and just type in Happiness Anywhere, Anytime, or you can go straight to my website, www.drbruce.com.au.
Fantastic tips on living a happier life, and also happiness anywhere, anytime, not just when we're on holidays, I suppose the message is. Do you want to just directly target the people for me that this book would suit?
Yeah. The book would suit anybody, but people who, like me, I suppose, who may have experienced what we call the midlife happiness blues. We don't so much use the term midlife crisis because all of us feel a bit down. But it would certainly suit those people. Even people who are suffering from just a little bits of depression. People who would just want to have stronger relationships. As we said before, people who want to transfer those happiness feelings from the holiday into their everyday life. And people who just feel more fulfillment just in their everyday life. This is crucial because we find that only about 30-40% of people feel they have a meaningful purpose in their life. And once you have a meaningful purpose, boy, it changes things.
Happiness anywhere, anytime. Dr. Bruce Wells, thanks very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.